Welcome back, everybody. This is Chris, and I'm back for another British English pronunciation video, or I should say received pronunciation video, which is a common accent in the UK. And this time we're going to be looking at the glottal stop and the glottal T sound in a British accent. So first of all, what is a glottal stop? Well, when you say the phrase, uh-oh, uh-oh, you might hear that there's a bit of a stop in the middle. Your voice stops. Uh-oh. We don't say oh, oh. It's not a continuous sound. It should be uh-oh. So can you hear? It sounds like your voice is getting cut off in the middle and then continuing again. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Maybe you can practice this to try to get this sound. Uh-oh. This is the little stop in between the two words. This is called a glottal stop. So why is it called a glottal stop? Well, it's because of the glottis. You stop the air flowing through the glottis in your throat. What is the glottis? Well, the glottis is the opening between your vocal cords or your vocal folds. So in your throat, in your larynx, you have the vocal cords which open and close and vibrate when you speak. And sometimes they will close up and then open again. This is what happens in the glottal stop when we say uh-oh. It's very common to hear the glottal stop in British English. You can often hear it in words with a T in them. You can also hear it in words with a P or a K, a P or a K. For example, we wouldn't normally say clipboard, we'd say clipboard, clipboard. And we wouldn't normally say background, we'd say background, background. But in this video, we're mainly going to be talking about the glottal T sound. So when do we use this? When does the T change to a glottal stop? Well, so in formal English, the glottal T is often used before a consonant sound. And often this can be L, M, or N. And another way of saying this is that there is a vowel sound before the T and a consonant sound afterwards. So let me give you some examples. Repeat after me. Setback, setback. We wouldn't normally say setback. It would be too difficult to say. It's too difficult to get from the T to the B. Two consonant sounds together. It's too difficult. So we'd say setback, setback. Also in fitness, we wouldn't say fitness. We'd normally say fitness, fitness. Also witness, witness. And Scotland. We wouldn't normally say Scotland. It'd be too difficult. We'd just say Scotland, Scotland. And you'd find that most of the time these kind of words would have the glottal stop, and often in American English too. So the second situation when we would often use a glottal stop would be when the T appears at the end of a word, and often after L, M, or N. So for example, in can't, we would often say can't, can't, and then your glottis constricts. Can't, can't. Instead of can't. Instead of want, we would say want. Instead of late, we could say late. It's worth mentioning that in this second situation, it wouldn't be wrong to say the T here. In fact, I would encourage you to say it if you wanted to sound more formal in British English. It certainly wouldn't be wrong. But a lot of native speakers would miss off some of these T sounds at the ends of words. So when you start, you might want to try to pronounce a lot of the T sounds in English. That would be a good habit to have. But after some time, you could start to lose some of these T sounds. Let me give you some more sentence examples. For example, at could change to at. At the end of the day. At the end of the day. That might change to that. This is really common. For example, he told me that he was coming. Here, that has changed to that. And I've lost the T. It's changed to a glottal stop. It's changed to the. He told me that he was coming. In the next sentence, you're going to hear not and hot, changing to not and hot. It's not hot in winter. It's not hot in winter. Of course, we could say it's not hot in winter, but that would only work if we were speaking quite slowly, because otherwise it would be quite difficult to say. What might change to what. For example, I'm fine. What about you? What about you? What about you? This one is slightly more informal. Some people would say, what about you? What about you? But you'd often hear, what about you? Some more examples. I want to, but I can't. In want to, we only say the second t, the t in to. We don't say want to. We change it to want to, want. In want, our vocal cords close up. Want to, want to. We don't say want to. But I can't. This changes to but I can't. We could say but I can't or but I can't. The next one. The cat sat on the mat. The cat sat on the mat. Cat sat on the mat. Again, we could say the cat sat on the mat, pronouncing all the T's. This would be absolutely fine to do. And like I said, if you are trying to practice more formal English, you don't have to worry about this too much. Another example. I can't hear you. Can't. This is can't, but it's changed to a glottal t. Can't hear you. Another example. It's difficult to say. Of course, we could say it's difficult to say. But in this situation, we probably wouldn't pronounce the first t. It would change to a glottal stop. So difficult to say. So my vocal cords close here. Difficult to say. So in to, we pronounce the t. Difficult to say. And I felt happy yesterday. This is again a t at the end of the word. I felt happy. Felt happy. Closes at the end of felt happy. Felt happy. Of course, you could say felt happy or felt happy. Okay, lastly, when there is a vowel both before and after the t sound, we would normally pronounce the t. However, in some British accents and in some informal speech in the UK, some people will also use a glottal stop here. So let me give you an example. Britain, Britain. So here there is a vowel sound before and after the t. So in standard English we should say Britain, Britain. But some people might say Britain, Britain. In certain parts of the UK and in certain accents and in more informal English. Also, water, water. In standard English, we should say water, but some people might say water, water, water. Also in better, butter, bottle, words like this. Some people might say better, butter, bottle. And button could change to button, button. Okay, but in the more formal form of the British accent, you should say Britain, water, better, butter, always pronouncing this t in the middle of the words. Sometimes it could be a single T, sometimes it's a double T. I should also say here that in American English, these t sounds would normally change to a tapped sound. You tap your tongue on the alveolar ridge on the top of your mouth. You would change to butter. It sounds almost like a d sound, but lighter. Butter, butter, butter. This is American English. You would say Britain, water, butter, better, bottle. Some people, when they're speaking British English, they try to say bottle, bottle. But that isn't what we normally say in the British accent. It should be bottle. We wouldn't have this tapped T sound in the British accent, unless you're trying to copy an American accent. Okay, so I hope this answers some of your questions about the glottal stop and the glottal T in English. If you have any more questions or you want to know some more, just leave me a comment and I'll try to get back to you as best I can. and subscribe to my channel for more updated videos. Please do give this video a like if it helped you. Subscribe to my channel for more English pronunciation and speaking videos, and check out my website as well for all of my updates. That's all, and see you in the next video.